Good afternoon, I'm Tina Watkins, reporting live from my apartment. I apologize for the unprofessional setting, but my producer called me last minute. I wasn't able to make it to the studio today, so here I am in my apartment reporting live. For our first breaking story this evening, I have one man. His name is Mr. Harmon. Well, he was caught dealing and doping drugs this morning in his classroom. Apparently, as cops busted into the classroom, they caught this awful teacher on his break, dealing, doping, and sorting crack cocaine and Mary Jane, otherwise known as marijuana. Apparently, Mr. Harmon was also drinking whiskey in his coffee. Mr. Harmon thought the cops wouldn't notice, but it was hard to disregard. Apparently, the whiskey was so strong in his breath that it knocked a cop over. Well, that's a pretty harsh statement. As police tried to confiscate the drugs and the whiskey from Mr. Harmon, apparently he wasn't taking it so lightly. The cops tried tasing him over 5 times, and this little pint-sized man didn't fall. It's been reported that they actually had to push him down. Well, what an awful story. That's crazy. He's now serving in the Orange County prison all the way in California. Well, that's awful. That's really, really awful. I wish you luck, Mr. Harmon. Please, whatever you do, stay away from this awful man. It's been reported that it might be possible that he will try to break out of jail. If you catch this man lurking the streets, please dial 911 or get Mr. Harmon. That number, again, is 911 or GETMRHARMON. Get Mr. Harmon now. Well, for our next story this evening, we have a story regarding a lady. Her name is Franny Mae. She was caught driving a reckless 100 miles per hour down the interstate of 465. She caused a 20-car pileup and killed 5 people, innocent people. Apparently, Franny was driving so quick in efforts to show off in front of her older friends. Well, I don't know how much older than 100 can get, but apparently they were older. I don't know what the heck they were doing on the streets either. I'm surprised they had even vision to see. But apparently Franny got by. She's a murderer of 5, and police let her go. Well, that's awful, and I don't see why she did. For our next story this evening, we'll be talking about a man. His name is Billy Harmon. Billy isn't just your ordinary man. He's also a teacher. Well, guess what he was doing this morning? Apparently after the snowfall, he thought it'd be a great idea to skip class and go outside and make snow angels. As police say, this teacher is no angel. He's a devil. Yes, he was outside with nothing on but a bow tie and socks. As his wife peered out of the window, she noticed her husband running around making snow angels. Teachers, students, and fellow bus drivers drove by to see this awful man during the wee hours of the morning. It was a crazy, crazy scene. And he's facing a lot of time right now. Well, that's all the news I have for now. Stay tuned for more on Tina Watkins.
This classic story told, I left it in the cold, walking through unopened doors that led me back to you, each one unlocking more of the truth. I finally stopped tripping on my youth. I finally got lost inside of you.